Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. Today we are headed to Fayette County. Where the heck is Fayette County? Well, Fayette County is located just east of Collierville, and you've got Memphis and Shelby County, then you have Collierville, Memphis and Shelby County, and then you have Fayette County, and then up to the north is going to be Piperton County. So we are headed out of Memphis, out of Shelby County, into Fayette County. Fayette County, like I've told you before, has the lowest county taxes in the entire state of Tennessee. But it's hustle and bustle right now. It's moving on. There's several cities inside of Fayette County, and we are going to go through the schools, the things to do, the market rates, the housing market, and we are going to tell you everything you need to know and what city meets your needs in Fayette County. All right, let's get started. Hi, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome to it. And those of you returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you guys. I'm Amy Clark with Crylike Realtors, your go-to realtor for living in Memphis in the Mid-South. So if you need to buy, sell, invest, go ahead, give me a call, and we will show you, I will get you into what you need as far as your lifestyle goes and what commute you need to have. So I get calls from people just like you every day needing to move into the Mid-South, and we help lots of families out. So let's get started. If you like what I'm saying, if you like the channel, you want me to keep going with this Memphis real estate, like and subscribe, tap that bell for notifications, and share this video with a friend if you know someone that may be thinking about moving to Fayette County, Tennessee. Okay, let's kick this off with Oakland. Oakland is a city in Fayette County. It's right up Highway 64, about 10 miles off of 269. So Fayette County is booming with new construction. It's a little city. Now there's a Walmart there. There's Eleanor Powell, Mexican restaurants. So it's gonna be a city. It's hustle and bustle out there, and there's festivals and stuff, but you're gonna get new construction. And what's happening right now is Grant Homes, D.R. Horton Homes, Regency Builders, they're all building new construction starting in about the 375 to 400 range. And you're gonna max out your big houses in Oakland is gonna be at $600,000. Compared to the rest of the county, that's pretty good for new construction. Oakland is a big player and they are fast growing. So you have room for improvement, room for equity. Buying a house out in Oakland, you're gonna be about 30 minutes from Memphis. So you're not that far out of town. Now you do have a little commute, but Oakland, starting in the 450s and the 350s, you have room for growth. There's still kind of rural land out there, and it's a city, but it's still in the country, thanks to them being only 11,000 residents out there currently. So it's still a small town. We'll move a little further east. Somerville is the county seat. It's more laid back. Their houses, the median, are about $350. You'll find historic homes, porches, Victorian houses, old farmhouses, and your modern 4-bedroom, $400,000 house, there's only about 40 houses on the market here, as opposed to Oakland has over 100 houses on the market. So they sit a little longer because Oakland is a little further out, but you can go to the county seat in Somerville. Let's move to Piperton. Piperton's gonna be much closer to Collierville. So you have Memphis, Germantown, Collierville, Piperton, right there off of Poplar Avenue, Highway 72. And Piperton is near Collierville. So you're gonna get luxury out here, luxury custom home builds, large lots, and you're gonna have the farmhouse, the modern farmhouse style. So when you're thinking about Piperton, always think about custom homes, 6 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms, built to your needs, independent builders. They're fantastic. There's only 20 houses listed right now for sale in Piperton. These houses are selling fast. Piperton is small with only about 2,500 residents right now, but it has big posh. Only 20 houses are on the market here in Piperton right now, and there's only 2,500 people that actually live here. So Piperton is small, but it's got some luxury. You want really country, Moscow and Galloway are gonna be your country houses. $250,000. 3 bedrooms for an older 3-bedroom house costs about $180,000. But you're gonna think there's less demand out here, but farm living country lifestyle is what Moscow and Gallaway have to offer. And still there's Rossville and Williston are super rural. You're gonna have $250,000 to $300,000 homes out here, and you're gonna have acreage. So these houses are not as moving, they're not moving as fast. So you're about 60 or 70 days on the market. But the inventory, they have 239 homes for sale right now. And that's up from December of last year, up by 3.5%. So where your new builds shine is gonna be in Oakland, while Somerville and Piperton mix old and the new. And the price per square foot countywide is about $150 a square foot for a new construction house. But if you go to Piperton, you are looking at $180 a square foot. So it is much more expensive to build a custom built house in Piperton. Oakland and Piperton, you need to act fast if you want to live in any of these two cities. All right, let's talk about schools. So Fayette County school system, Fayette County public school system is countywide, and they serve 3,700 students across the county. In each city, it's kind of a mixed bag of ratings. You have B-rated schools in Piperton and Oakland, but Oakland, you have a chance to go to Shelby County schools in the Lakeland School District. So, and also you have a chance in Piperton to go to the top tier rated schools in Collierville. So Piperton kids often go to the Collierville schools. We're A-rated, they're in Shelby County, top tier. You have your AP courses out here. It's 90% graduation rate in the Collierville School District. Moscow, it's a perk with a price tag, right? So you're gonna live in Piperton and then you get a little perk to go to the Shelby County school. Your Somerville, LaGrange, Moscow, Rossville, Williston, those are all so rural, and they're all gonna lean on the Somerville schools. So they're gonna have everybody going from all those other little towns into the Somerville School District. It is very rural. So this is country out here in Tennessee. Now, countywide, the state spends about $8,300 per student in the school in Tennessee. So that's pretty decent for Tennessee. Oakland, Piperton win for their access because they have access to other school districts. And you know, when you're going into college, you just end up right at the University of Memphis, which is about 45 minutes to downtown, or to the school, which is in the Midtown area. That's a big draw for everybody to stay local if your kids are going to college and you're gonna stay local. What is there to do in Fayette County? Well, first of all, it's country. So you're gonna have hunting, fishing, lakes, you know, little town squares, little historic town squares. Oakland's got the Centennial Park, playgrounds, trails. You know, you've got local Mexican restaurants like El Nopal. It's growing fast, and so these spots are coming up, and it's growing. So you're gonna have new stuff, and hopefully we'll get some coffee shops soon in Oakland. But Somerville at its core is very rural and has a historical courthouse square with antiques and the Cotton Festival every year in September. Now the Herb Parsons Lake is not far, so you can get in there and go fishing and you know, boating and hiking. It's perfect for weekends. Now Piperton is going to be much quieter. You know, I said there's only 2,500 people in Piperton. It's quieter, but there is a little fancy thing out there. There is the DeTerra Winery with 34 acres of wines offering tastings and views, and you also have the golf at Fair Oaks. So that's a bonus. So Moscow, it's really small, but it's near the Wolf River. So you can go canoeing, fishing, but it's super peaceful out there. It's really quiet. It's very country. But if you are looking for nature's star, you're gonna go to Rossville, Williston, head deep into rural life. Hunting and fishing out there in Rossville. Lakes and festivals. There's not a lot of nightlife in Fayette County per se, or any of these cities, but you know, Memphis and Beale Street's not too far away. 30, 45 minutes you can get to downtown Memphis. And you know, Fayette County is really woven into the loops of Memphis. So you have access to Highway 64, I-40, and also 269 to get you in and around Memphis pretty quickly. So recap a little bit. Oakland's the busiest, Somerville's the historic one, and Piperton is for luxury, and all the other ones are pure country. Okay, I just touched on the commute to the city for just a second. Fayette County's got you covered over a wide variety. So you're Highway 64 down to 269, that's Oakland. Highway 64 down to 269, you're gonna have I-40 you can get to. And Piperton, you're gonna go off Tennessee 57 or, you know, Highway 72, which is Poplar Avenue. So Poplar Avenue runs from downtown Memphis through Memphis, East Memphis, Germantown, Collierville, and Piperton. So that's a straight shot. But you also have access to the 269 corridor that was brand new built, and 385, which is another little loop to get you right down to 240, which is our main loop in the city of Memphis. So you're not far. If you're in Galloway or out Somerville. That way you're looking at about an hour to get to the airport or downtown Memphis. Piperton near Collierville is going to be 35 minutes to downtown, depending on traffic. And then Oakland is probably going to be your best bet, closest to the city, about 30 minutes on 269 and I-40 right to downtown Memphis. Okay, so to wrap up here, Fayette County, we talked about Oakland and Piperton and Moscow. So Piperton wins with the luxury and the A-rated schools for Collierville school system. Oakland wins for the busiest little city, and it's closer to Memphis than any of the others. And Moscow comes in at being a little cheaper. So you can get a house for $200,000 where you can get a house for $600,000 in Piperton or a house for $400,000 in Oakland. So remember, you get more for your money out here in Fayette County because it's growing right now. You have equity to build in to your home as you live in it. So it's growing, and the taxes are the cheapest in our 4-county area. So Shelby County, which is Memphis, Tipton County, which is north, Fayette County, which is east, and to the south is DeSoto County. So in all of those counties, Fayette County has your cheapest taxes. So the whole county of Piperton is very rural. I'm telling you, it's country in Piperton, but it's very rural. There's only 40,000 people in the whole county. So it's rural, but it's charming and it's growing, so that is great. Maybe you have a favorite city or what's your lifestyle? Just leave me a comment below. Let me know where you'd like to live if you're moving to the Memphis area and you think a country lifestyle is more your speed, but close to enough hustle and bustle of the big city. All right, so there you have it. That's Fayette County. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. I'm gonna get some more videos. We're gonna go into, my next video is gonna be going south of the border. We're gonna leave Tennessee and head back into Mississippi. So catch that video. We're gonna talk all about Olive Branch. All right, thanks for watching.